rolled their sleeves up and went to work. They didn't complain. They weren't whining and stuff. And we've been hearing for a long time that black farmers weren't getting the assistance that the other farmers were getting, and how prejudiced it was. And nobody had a problem with it. Not one white farmer had a problem with it. But now y'all got a problem with the black farmers still producing, still working their farms after y'all got screwed. So now you want to go and destroy. It's typical. Typical. You can't stand to see black people with anything. Anytime black people strike out and thrive and flourish, y'all come in and burn it down. Not because we are physically threatening you, not because we have harmed you, but because your jealousy and your hatred. That you cannot stand to see a black person prosper and be successful. Your hatred is so deeply rooted in you, it triggers you to the point to where you have to lash out, because you just can't see black people being prosperous. You can't see black people being more successful than you. I'll never forget this one scene in this movie I watched, Rosewood. I know you all know the Rosewood story. When they raided those black people's homes, when they came into that town to Rosewood and started butchering and killing, they were in one house of one of the people, and it was the son of the woman that Esther Roll played, and he played the piano. He had a piano in his house, and when they broke into his home, one of the white tea men was sitting over there looking at his piano. How come he got a piano? I ain't got a piano. You don't even know how to play a freaking piano. You didn't even want a piano. You just hated the fact that a black man had something you didn't. And that's all Rosewood attack was about. Rosewood was a flourishing black prosperous town where black people were living just as good, if not better, than some of the whites there. And it was all their material gain that had y'all so triggered. So when that white woman lied, that's all y'all needed. And y'all went in there and tore everything up, not because they, like I said, not because you were threatened, not because your lives were in danger, but because you hated the prosperity of black people. And it's the same thing going on now with these farmers. But y'all, you did this to yourself. These are, I keep saying, it's self-inflicted. You ruined your farm. You destroyed your farm. So take it out on you. Don't take it out on black men out here working their ass off, doing what they got to do, and no support like y'all had. So leave them folk alone. Y'all brought this upon y'all selves. Deal with it. You went out there and wholeheartedly voted for Donald Trump, supported Donald Trump, and some of y'all still hollering y'all still support him, even though y'all done lost all your livelihood. You can't fix that. You can't fix that. Leave it alone. That's to the grave. Yeah, that's to the grave. You don't even waste your time on that. It just keeps coming down the shitter, doesn't it? Every time you think one thing, every time you think you can't get any worse, guess what? Here comes another load. And this ain't the last one coming. I just thought y'all might want to know about those Texas farmers. Yeah, it's bit them as well. Yeah, I know y'all saying, how you laughing? And it's gonna affect us, baby. Everything affect us. We always laugh. That's how we heal. That's how we heal. That's how we get through. We've learned to laugh. Something y'all will never ever be able to do. So anyway, y'all have a great day. I just wanted to bring that little tidbit to you. And I will be talking to you guys a little later. Y'all have a good one. Hey, Texas farmers, before I get the hell out of here, one quick question. Yeah, I got a question. Is it great again yet? Asking for a friend. Have a great one.
This is for the farmers from Nebraska and Texas. I don't know why you're mad. You're very angry right now. It's your fault. You're the ones who got rid of your farm workers. You allowed ICE to get them all, arrest them all. And now you got nobody to work in your land. And you thought because Trump said that Mexicans are robbing, stealing black people jobs, and you thought by getting rid of your workers, Hispanic workers, you thought that black people were going to come and work for you on your land? You're wrong. They're not coming to work on your land because the black people are educated. They are lawyers. They are judges. They're teachers. They're dentists. They're doctors. They're nurses, actors, business owners. They're not going to work in your land. So, and now I'm hearing that you are burning black people's farms. That's not okay either. That's pure evil. That's evil. Just because the black people that has farms, they don't depend on the government. You guys do. You depend on the government to work, to give you money for your land, for your farming. And the black people, they don't depend on the government. It's not okay to go and burn their land. Karma's gonna get you worse. You're already screwed. You're losing your lands, your farming. And now you doing this to another farmers, black people farmers, you're gonna get it worse. That's envy. That's bad. And another thing, you're not going to have no black people working in your land. You can forget about that. Because this is 2025, not 1700.
Now, a lot of MAGA farmers, they are calling black people in their farms. And we have been seeing black people, they have been refusing to go and work in the white farms. And after black people refusing, we are now seeing that MAGA farmers, they are now threatening black people or the black farmers. They are now telling them that if you are not coming to help us, we might end up doing something evil. So kindly guys, watch this compilation of video, and then I'll be back with the more comment.
Did y'all hear? Did y'all hear about the Texas farmers? Did y'all hear the Texas farmers had to close their farms, had to shut it down? Texas farmers have gone completely bankrupt. The almighty mass deportations, it hit them hard because ICE came and raided Texas farms, and they gathered up all of their workers, 100% of their workforce, and so they have officially shut down. Yeah. Texas farmers who voted for Trump, who supports Trump, have lost their farms. Add them to Nebraska. Add them to Iowa? All those states that are where farms are heavy. Add them all to the list. You guys are losing your farms one by one. All because y'all supported and voted for DJT. Hard lesson to learn. That's gonna cost a lot of people some hardships. I suggest we get to knowing our local farm producers, huh? I know we have a farm market every, I think it's one Saturday out of the month here, where we have local black farmers bring in their produce and sell it at this farmers market. I think it's going to be a lot of that going on, because they have really screwed the pooch this time. Yeah. So, and now they're crying because they can't get Americans to come and work their farms, aka black people. But one really curious, mind-boggling thing going on at the same time that kind of has me a little, black farmers aren't having these issues. Black farmers are still producing. They're still working. They're still operating. So much so that I've heard, it's been rumored that some of these white farmers are trying to burn down the black farmers' farms because they don't have the issues they have. And the only reason the black farmers don't have the issues they have is because they were cut out of all those subsidies that the farmers were getting. It wasn't for black farmers. So black farmers were never set up for failure.
And to that farmer who lost his entire hayfield to all those cars parking on during that homecoming, sir, you are better than me. Because if that was me, I would have called every single tow truck service in the state. Come get these motherfuckers right now, all right? I would have been on the phone snitching to every single tow truck service. Like, if you looking for your best payday right now, come on down. I got a gold mine. I got a honey hole. I got about 80 cars lined up on my lot. I don't care if you take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come on down. Send every single truck you got. Come get their ass. You done ruined my whole entire hayfield. And y'all bet not even get on my post talking about it's just a hayfield, da 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 da. If you say that, I know right now you don't have no animals and you not from the country. You ain't never dealt with a farmer a day in your life. He already said that the hay was for the cattle, especially coming up in these winter months. If you don't know what hay to cattle means, then you don't know what gas to car means. Exactly. All you need to know is that a parked car in a hayfield equals contamination, oil, debris, etc. That's all you need to know. It means that entire field is ruined. 1 car, 2 cars, 80 cars. He had 100-something cars in that lot. That whole field is gone. All right. Well, would it cost him maybe a few thousand to cultivate, cut, dry out for the winter months? Now it will cost him tens of thousands because now he got to go buy something when he didn't have to. First off, y'all was trespassing. Y'all shouldn't even been on that field. I get it. There was no signs, but there ain't no signs in the country. It's just common knowledge and understanding. And don't even say, well, he should have came out there and stopped. By the time he probably found out, it was too late. How was he supposed to know there was going to be a party going on right down the road? The field was already ruined. Like I said, 1 car or 2 cars, the field is gone. The minute you drive on it and park, cut the engine off, and that car starts to leak oil, contaminated. It goes for every single thing. Housing developments, new construction. The field has to be cleared by somebody, and it's usually like 5 or 6 years. Y'all learn a few. Just a hayfield, da 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 da. If you say that, I know right now you don't have no animals and you not from the country. You ain't never dealt with a farmer a day in your life. He already said that the hay was for the cattle, especially coming up in these winter months. If you don't know what hay to cattle means, then you don't know what gas to car means. Exactly. All you need to know is that a parked car in a hayfield equals contamination, oil, debris, etc. That's all you need to know. It means that entire field is ruined. 1 car, 2 cars, 80 cars. He had 100-something cars in that lot. That whole field is gone. All right. Well, would it cost him maybe a few thousand to cultivate, cut, dry out for the winter months? Now
Oh, I'm laughing at these white farmers that voted for Trump and now they're losing their farm. Oh, so sad. Man, you know, you MAGA followers, my bad, need to pick yourselves up by your bootstraps. You know, tie them things up real tight and get in them farms to get the plowing. You better go hire some MAGA people. Oh, they don't want to work in your farms. You thought when Trump said, oh, the immigrants are taking black jobs, you think we didn't know what he was saying? Talking about, we don't work in the field. That was slavery days. And you thought that you was going to get you a slave. No, we're not coming. We're going to watch your farm go down while you continue to come on TikTok crying because you did it to yourself. And we don't care.
you're one of these farmers out here and you're losing your farm, or you're close to it, and you're wondering why all the liberals don't care and why we're being cruel. Because we begged you to care. We begged you to vote for the person who was going to help you. And instead you voted for the one guy who did not care for you at all. Boo-boo. He bankrupted a casino. The hell you think he's going to do with your farm? Like I said, you enjoy your misery. You enjoy losing your house and your farm. We told you. We told you what was going to happen. So don't come over here crying. I do not care. I don't care. Listen, I'll go outside and eat the bark off of a tree before I will ever care about you or any MAGA or any conservative Republicans ever again.
We were evacuated yesterday, and we are officially at an extended stay that allows pets, because thankfully I was able to save my 2 kitties, Howard and Heidi, and my mom and dad were able to save their indoor dogs. They did lose their cat Boots. My Aunt Donna, which I did not know at the time of filming the first video because it was so much damage I couldn't even comprehend. I looked across the creek to her side of the property and it was just flat. Everything was gone. She lost all of her cats because she had to dive out of her home as it was disintegrating around her. She floated down raging waters, dodging debris for like 1.5 miles before she caught on to a pylon or a fence or something off of Round Mountain Road. And thankfully the police were able to snatch her up. Her neighbor was on a pole next to her and he lost his wife and his 2 kids. I need you to know that that first video was shot at first light. We had just spent hours just trying to survive, and I will recount that story when I have the emotional bandwidth to. Just know for the people who are commenting and supporting and sending their love, I am so appreciative. People suggesting tips and tricks and places to call, people requesting for a GoFundMe. I will be adding one of those into the bio. Can you do that? I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. It's just, we spent today calling insurance and getting prescriptions refilled. Where do you start when it's everything, you know? We have this saying in my family, one bite of the elephant at a time. That's why I have this guy as a daily reminder to chill the fuck out. But this is a lot. So if I can make one request though, please stop making this political. It's not. I'm a political girly. I do not agree with the politics in the general of my state, but it doesn't matter. It's too big, guys, okay? So let's just keep showing empathy. And again, thank you for all the support. And I'm gonna make it my life's mission to build this place back. And it's gonna be a journey, but we're gonna do it. And I'm gonna put it on here for everyone to see. Maybe day 4, I can recant the horror tale, but I am really glad that my people are alive, and I'm so sad for the people who are not, and just, let's keep it empathetic.
Y'all seen our farmer on here begging for us to help him because he about to lose his goddamn farm because of Trumpy Dumpy. But the person or the people who was in office, the ones who gave him that funds to get the goddamn farm and all that for so he can afford it, you voted against him. Now you talking something. It's not supposed to be us against them, like the people against the people. It's supposed to be us against those corrupt people because both sides corrupt. You voted for him, sir. Now you want us to help you? See, y'all didn't think that none of the shit that Trump was saying was going to affect y'all. But now that it do, now you want everybody to unite. Sir, that is not our problem. You can kiss that old McDonald farm goodbye. Because they was tearing you up in them comments, rightfully.
When it comes to the white farmers who are losing all of their workers and are about to lose their farms, I say that's the way it was always meant to be. You were never meant to employ all of these people for little to nothing/nothing when it comes to your ancestors and be able to make a profit off of it. It was never meant to be the cool, rad thing that your family does for generations to make money. It was never honest work. It was never honorable. It was always tainted. It always involved holding people against their will to squeeze every single dime you could out of them, whether by force or by threat. It was always about that. And it was never right for this country to make that their foundation and their road to wealth. And so now that it's crumbling, we are returning to the original form of what things should have been. So there you go. I get that they work hard and some of these farms have been passed down from generation to generation. Well, for generation after generation, we've had all of the stuff that you have piled onto us passed down each and every time. I don't want anyone to suffer out here. I don't want anyone to be on the streets or lose their possessions or anything. And I don't want anyone to be exploited for their work either. I don't want anyone building off of the backs of people they deem less than human. So if you're already doing that and you lose the things that you've gained, if you're finally reaping what you sowed.
American workers and American taxpayers have been taken advantage of for multi-generation, for decades. And it's time for somebody to stand up and put us first and put the country first and do what's best for the country, not what's best for the politicians.
Even if you as a farmer suffer.
That's right.
I mean, some people would hear that and be quite surprised that you're prepared to put your livelihood, your family's livelihood, on the line for the sake of politics.
Well, that's my duty is for being the head of my household. I've got to do what I got to do, what's going to be better for the future, better for the kids. It's not about today, it's about the long term. The long game is where the rewards are going to be.
But don't the price of tariffs and what happens in commodity markets like soybean, doesn't that affect you in the short term and affect your ability to provide for your family?
Look, tariffs will probably have a detrimental effect on soybean price in the near future. In the long term, it'll probably work out. I'm a farmer. I deal with bad weather. I deal with dry weather. I deal with torrential rains. We deal with hurricanes. What's a tariff going to do? You know, I got to raise a crop. If I was worried, I'd stay home and not raise a crop. If I was worried about it, I still got to get out there and raise my crop to get the price. If you don't get the yield, it doesn't make any difference. You know, I got to deal with all these other things. What's a tariff? I can't control that, so it is what it is.
I actually agree with a lot of what he said there, even though he's a little misconstrued. All the stuff he said at the beginning, I agreed with. But then he said, but when it comes to tariffs, I can't control that. Well, you could if you voted differently. And you said that you have to worry about weather and floods and this and that, but you have crop insurance for that. You don't have tariff insurance. And it might be bad in the short term, but it'll probably work out. You're working on probability, just probably. Is that how farming works now? It'll probably be okay. I don't know farmers that deal like that. I really don't. And I've worked with tons of farmers over the years. I know a lot about farming. I know a lot about farmers. Most are generally good people, even if they vote like shit. They vote against their own interest constantly because they believe the lies that they're told. They believe the nonsense the Republicans told them and tell them. It's amazing considering that the Democratic Party, also known as the DFL, the Democrat Farm Labor Party, was started basically by farmers. And they've all strayed away from it because of feelings and hatred. That's it. That's what they voted for. Feelings and hatred. And your soybeans, yeah, it might not be good for now, but it might be okay probably in the future. Well, you think those soybean markets are going to come back to you? It sounds like you're kind of waiting for a handout. It sounds like you're waiting for your handout because you've gotten accustomed to it. You've been accustomed to the Hands Across America to support the farmers constantly. Farm aid and this aid and that aid for the farmers and bailouts and helping them from this and that. They're used to the money. They're used to having their handout now as they complain about people with their handout. Yeah. They're going to pay for this, and it's going to cost them dearly. And why would China just suddenly decide to come back unless it's so good? The deal that Donnie gives is so good that it just totally crushes the farmers, but he doesn't care because he's not going to be around and he knows it.
I know we're not supposed to do this, but we told you so. We did. We all did. We've been saying it for a while. You know how Texas just had a big flood? They got bad reporting. The report they got said there was going to be just a few inches of rain, but it turns out not a few inches of rain, and people have lost their lives. And we've been telling you that as they're doging these types of NOAA and the weather reporting systems, when they were doging that and removing positions and taking those scientific minds that were helping us prepare for these natural disaster type events, they cut their jobs. They took their money. And we told you, we said that's going to be a problem. Like, natural disasters are going to keep happening with or without climate change, even though that's going to make it dramatically worse. And you guys were like, no. This is that find out stage, right? Unfortunately, we all have to find out with you. And that is,
buy some land. Buy some land. Guess what? White farmers are going to be losing some of these farms too. It won't be just black farmers. Some of these mid-scale farmers are going to be losing their farm. Buy some land. If you can afford a regular Cadillac and Mercedes-Benz, you can afford 5 acres in the country. Yes, I said it. Yes, stop buying them cars. Stop buying them designer clothes and buy 5 acres in the country. That's the first thing we can do as black people. Don't leave that money in the bank right now. Buy some land when it's going to become available. And you heard it from me first. There's going to be a lot of land for sale in America, and we can't let Bill Gates and China and the rest of the people buy it. That's the first thing. We have a rich history of farming. I bet everybody on that panel came from somebody's farm and somebody from one of these southern states here in the country, and we have a farmer in our family. Tell the rich story of history of what our forefathers did. We own 20 million acres. We're the best farmers ever in this country because we survived with no loans. We survived with discrimination. We survived with ag companies not supporting us. And we're still here by the grace of God. And guess what? We're going to survive that. You want to know why? We survived slavery. We survived Jim Crow. We survived sharecropping. All the things that they thought would put us out and put us down. We're still here. We're still here, buddy.
I don't know if y'all know this about me, but I love seeing leopards eat faces. It is one of my favorite things to see. Especially faces that knew they were gonna get eaten if they voted this way.
I've never been as worried as I am now.
You better be.
Whether or not my kids and grandkids will be able to carry on.
He said, Mr. Trump, I need to see the fruit of love. 5 of my customers have committed. That's how serious that this is. And what it costs for us to farm is astronomical now.
My farm was paid for equipment. All my tractors are 50 years old. And I can't hardly make this deal work. I think the tariffs are the ice cream on the cake of the perfect storm. After a horrible year last year where most farmers in Arkansas Delta lost money, this year's going to be worse.
Yeah, much worse.
In the spring. So my son will not be the second generation on our farm.
We're going to lose 25 or 30% of the farmers in this country if they don't do something. It has to be done, and it's not just here.
I mean, we told you guys. We told you this for months, years. The economy is dog shit. If you elect Donald Trump, it's going to fucking collapse, basically. But no. No, you didn't want that. And now your farms are gonna disappear. And farmers are fucking important as shit. Those motherfuckers give us food. Donald Trump don't give a fuck about that. Donald Trump's gonna eat. He's rich. Fuck you and me. Fuck us when it comes to eating. That's why he doesn't give a fuck. Donald Trump will never give a fuck. I think we're too fucking deep into shit. I don't even know how to fix this. If it's even possible to be fixed, it's gonna take decades to get back to some kind of normality. Decades.
I just seen a guy come from Twitter and said that the white farmers was upset because they thought that the black people was going to be out there in the fields. You better get your mama, your daddy, your auntie, your brother, your sister, your uncle, whoever the fuck else, because black people are not fucking coming out there. Are y'all fucking?
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how these MAGA farmers, they are really suffering in America. We have been seeing majority of them, they have been going bankrupt. We have been seeing the farmers, the Nebraska farmer, Texas farmers, majority of them, they have been going bankrupt simply because of voting for this administration. Majority of them, they voted for deportation, knowing that the people who are helping them, they are immigrant people, and these people, they went ahead and vote for deportation, knowing that the black people will come and work and replace these immigrant people. They thought that black people will come and work in their farms, but black people, they've refused to go and work in their farms. And right now we can see they've started to threaten black farmers or black people simply because they have refused to go and work in their farms. And this is exactly how these people, they usually want to treat black people. These people, they always want to make sure that they are forcing black people to do something, even if black people, they are not willing to do, because black people, they try to come out and warn these people not to vote in for this administration, but these people, they didn't listen. So when things have now turned against them, when things have gone how they didn't expect, now they want help from black people, to a point whereby they've been begging black people to come and help them in their farms. Black people, that have been refusing. Right now they want to use force and threats so that black people can come and work in their farms. But these people, they need to know that this is 21st centuries. This is not the days of slavery that you can come out and threaten black people and they will come running to work for you in your farms. No, right now things have changed, and black people, they know their rights. Black people, they know who they are. So you can't just come out and threaten them and force them to go and work in your farms. You are the one who brought all this problem. Black people, they played a bigger role of warning you, but you guys, you chose against your own interests. You guys, you went ahead and vote for racism. You guys, you went ahead and vote to punish black people, but God came through for black people, and also God turned that punishment to you, and that's why you can see you are being punished right now. It is because God decided to use a DJT to punish you guys, simply because of how you have been doing things. Because we know for over 400 years, these people that have been voting to punish the minority people, the people of the color, black people, these people that have been voting against racism. But right now, God is showing that voting to punish other, it might come back to you. And also, you should not vote against your own interests. So right now, these people, they are realizing that racism, it is very expensive, because these people, they voted for racism. They thought that Donald Trump DJT policy will not come and affect them, but right now you can see they are really suffering. And also, these people, they are rage to see black people that have stayed silent, and also they are rage to see black people, they are not suffering, or they are rage to see black people, they are not coming and help them, simply because black people, they have decided to stay silent, simply because also black people that are suffering. It is like, it is just black people that have used to survive in America. Black people, they have survived in America for over 400 years. These people, they know how to thrive, even if the system, it is always against them. These people, they know how to become success, even if the economy, it is very hard. And these people right now, they don't know how to thrive, even if the economy is hard. And that's why you can see majority of them, they are really suffering. And guys, I want to read some of the comment here and see what black people that have come out and say in the comment section. And also, guys, you can come out on the comment section and share your thought on the comment section. Let's see what you black people, you are coming out and say. And also, let's try to educate these MAGA people, and let them know that voting against your own interest, it is not good, and voting to punish other people, it might come back to you. So this one is saying that instead of communicating with those farmers still thriving for advice, they had rather burn it all down. Instead of taking accountability for their vote, their jealousy overwhelm them and they devolve into cruelty. Get hold of yourself and turn your anger towards the white where it belongs. So this one is telling them that you guys, instead of communicating with the farmers who are thriving for advice, but these people, they want to burn their farms down. You know, right now we have been seeing the white farmers, they are doing very well. The white farmers, they are not complaining, they are not coming out and and complaining about how the economy it is right now, because these black farmers, the majority of them, they knew what it is coming and they prepared. So right now these white farmers, they are rage seeing that black farmers that they are becoming they are successful, they are not complaining. These people, they are rage to see that, and that's why they want to ban it, that the black farms are down. But instead of coming out and asking for advice and asking them how are they survive, these people, they are jealousy to a point where they want also them, the black farmers, to suffer how they are suffering right now. So this one is saying that I don't think that's good idea. Messing with black farmers, don't bite off more than you can chew, and don't write any check you as can't cash. They have never received any government assistance like white farmers. FAFO, exactly. So these people, they are angry about black farmers, and you guys, you know that black farmers, they have not been getting so much benefit. These people, they have not been getting benefit like how the white farmers, they have been getting benefit. So these people, they want now to crash the farms of the black farmers simply because it is doing well. But black farmers, they are not they are not mad to them, because the black farmers, they are doing their own business. So instead of you guys coming out and asking for advice, you guys, you want to crash it. No, don't start a fight which will not finish. So this one is saying that typical behavior. This one saying that racism is expensive. Yeah guys, right now these people, they are realizing that racism, it is very expensive. This one is saying that nothing but evil. This one is saying that where my black farmers at, I need to come give you a day work for free. So this one is saying that he wants to come and give black farmers a day for free, because of how black farmers, they have decided to calm. This one is saying that black people don't care about farm job. Black people care about the jobs Hispanic are taking in construction, education, infrastructure, production, government, and all other non-farm work employee. Exactly. The other reasons to why also black people, they are not going to the farm, because black people, they are not interested with the farm work. These people, they are interested with the good work. Yeah. So this one is saying that nobody burning your farms down. Yeah, this one saying that nobody's burning your farms down. This one saying that why aren't you white tea farmer going to the White House? Chucky is the whole reason for your suffering. White people, black Americans are extremely intelligent and smart. We don't do farm work. They not burning down our farm, Alice. Exactly. So you can see black people, these people, they are threatening to ban to bring down black farms, but I can tell you that they cannot do that. This one saying that they never got money from the government. Why don't they go and talk to Donald Trump? He lied to their face. Exactly. You know guys that Donald Trump, he lied to these people. He was telling them that let us vote for deportation, so that these immigrant people can go. The people who are taking black jobs, they are immigrant people. So let us deport them and bring black people in the farms. But that is one of the how Donald Trump, he lied to them. These people, they should know that black people, they are not interested with the farm works. And right now, they are now realizing that black people, they are not interested with the farm works. And also, they are knowing that majority of black people right now, they are having better jobs. So this is saying that Nebraska and Texas can leave the country for all we care. This one saying that don't see MAGA wearing the little red hat as much these days. So this was saying that you never see MAGA right now wearing their red hat these days. This was saying that the reasons black farmers are not struggling, God is on our side, but the farmers that are struggling are evil people, and you are being cursed by God if you can't get up off the ground and do for yourself and make it. You have nobody to blame but yourself. Go to God to look. Go to God, look to God. That's all you can do. But black folks haven't done anything to you. all whatever has been done to you, all you did it to yourself. Yeah, so this one saying that you guys, you need to pray to God, because God is the only one who is punishing you, but not black people. This whatever right now you are going through, it is you guys, you brought it yourself. So kindly guys, you can also share your thought on the comment section. I'll be reading it in my next video. Thank you so much guys. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share, and also comment. See you on my next one guys. Bye bye.